Somebody's out there with access to a computer. Where?
Wherever he is. I hope you find him soon, Adam.
Nobody hopes that more than I do.
Well, I think I want that a little bit more than you do. I don't like to see her in such danger.
Look, she's in no danger, cousin. We've taken good care of her.
The killer knows what she's doing here, Adam. I mean, what if he tries to stop her?
And what if you stop scaring her with a bunch of stories of... Corey.
You are scared, aren't you?
No. And I really wish you wouldn't talk to Adam like that. He's under enough pressure.
Well, so are you. As a matter of fact, it's 5 o'clock. Time for all good psychics and doctors to call it a day.
But...
No buts. Now, the killer interrupted us last time, and I refuse to let that happen again. Tonight, all I want you to do is concentrate on me.
Chad, did you find the tape?
No, not yet.
Well, when you called, you said it was urgent. I thought you found
It's about the black book. Look, I figured out all the codes except for one.
Wait a minute. You got all the codes?
Yeah, except for this one. I think it's really important.
Which one?
It's this one. An apple with a snake wrapped around it.
Yeah, I couldn't figure that one out either.
Whoever it was visited Linda every week.
Well, a lot of her Johns did that.
Yeah, but none of them had a symbol like this.
Apple with a snake around it. Could be the Garden of Eden.
Or original sin. I think this could be the Sin Stalker.
Felicia, I want to be able to get on with my life, and I'm not going to be able to do that until John tells me exactly what he knows about the twins.
No. Where are you going?
I'm going home to talk to John.
Sit down. Sit down. I don't think you should talk to him under this emotion.
I can't take this anymore. I have to know the truth.
Honey, I think you can get to the truth better if you have a plan as to exactly what it is you're going to say. I mean, John doesn't strike me as somebody that's very talkative.
No, he's not.
All right, then the right words really could make a big difference, right?
Felicia, they could save my marriage.
You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You'd be like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much.
Oh, Michael.
What are you thinking about, pal?
What the hell are you doing here?
Saw your car out front. Thought I'd come in and take a look. There's a lot of memories in this place. Hey, what are you running from them too?
Look, man, will you just stop following me around?
John, Marion, the kid that called me from the restaurant, said you'd been there and had an argument with Vince.
Ah, he's nothing but another armchair general.
Look, he didn't mean anything.
The people ought to learn to mind their own business.
People are concerned about you, John. Look, I left work. I got in my car. I came looking for you.
Oh, wait a minute. You left work to come looking for me? Well, this is a rather momentous occasion, isn't it?
What's with you, man? I went halfway around the world looking for you.
Well, I'd give you a medal, Mike, but doggone it, I've hawked them all.
I didn't come here to argue with you, John. I came down here because I thought you might want somebody to talk to.
Well, I don't. All right, I don't.
Fine. Fine. You're pretty defensive, John. Here I always thought that, offense was your specialty.
I was best at both.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I remember. Right here in this very building, the referee calling out number 17, John Hudson, foul, elbow to neck.
It was not my fault that the guy's neck was below my elbow.
You like to win, John.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
the other team had to use steel knee pads when you showed up on the court.
This place hasn't changed much, has it?
Still smells the same. Old sweat and socks. Bet you they don't even have any new basketball nets.
I remember the night that we won the championship in this building here. I remember you that night. Boy, you were like a bulldozer out there, just making sure I didn't get more shots than you.
Right.
But you had a good reason, didn't you, John? You had a real good reason. You were going to make sure that you showed up your big brother, the Star.
I didn't have to, Mike. You blew it. Michael Hudson gets the ball. He moves, he weaves, he jumps, he shoots. He misses.
You don't have to remind me, John.
The guy who left school to make money. Come back in the last semester, be the big shot, win the big game, and what happens?
All right, I choked up. But you, as I recall, we won that game because John Hudson comes running out, gets the ball on the rebound, smashes up the winning points. Oh, man, that was the best night in Lancers history. And you were the hero that night. And I was proud, John. Up until that time, I guess you'd been living in my shadow, but after that, no more.
Seems to me, Mike, that you chose the place where we're going to celebrate, didn't you? Hell, you even chose the beer.
Hey, man, you could have said something.
Who am I to dispute the decision maker?
John, I can't win here. I mean, you're going to blame me? You're going to blame your life on me because I made some decisions? I know, John, that it was not easy being the oldest brother. That's all.
You know nothing.
Aha. Well, then, it would appear that we haven't quite gotten to the heart of the matter yet, have we?
Honey, nothing could destroy your marriage to Michael. He loves you too much.
Oh, I know he does.
No, but you gotta know it in there, right from your heart, Donna. That's the one thing that's gonna give you the strength to stand up to John, no matter what he says to you.
You're right. And you know, the one thing that I have always feared was losing Michael.
I know.
And my father knew that, and he tried to use that against me, and it almost destroyed me.
You've got to remember all that Michael has gone through for you. How he waited for you, how he fought for you.
Well, it's my turn then to fight for him.
Right.
And I am not going to let John stand between us. I'm going to talk to him.
Okay, now listen. Let me give you a little advice. Let John say what he's feeling first, before you tell him what you want.
Good. That is a good idea, because John doesn't like being told what to do.
I know that. Now, Donna, you have to be strong, but subtle. Ask him. Don't tell him. Be calm and say, John, listen, I've never tried to hurt you. Why would you now take what you know and try and hurt me?
Right. And I would appreciate you telling me if you are going to tell Michael what happened between us.
Right.
Felicia, this is just so difficult.
I know, but you can do this. And once you do it, you're going to feel so much better because everything's going to be out in the open for the two of you.
All right.
Good.
All right. I think Michael's still working, so maybe I can catch John at home alone.
I'll be thinking of you.
Yeah. Listen, why don't you come over to the house with me? You know, all those clothes that we ordered from Singapore, they just arrived.
You needing a little moral support, is that it?
Yes, please.
Of
I'm still so
course.
scared.
No, we're friends, remember?
Thanks. I can't forget that.
Let me go tell Wally where we're going. I'm going to get you a drink. Okay, what are you reading?
Bartender's manual.
Oh,
You know,
no.
somebody ordered a Haitian hurricane. Now, what is that? You know, if Mitch were here, he'd know how to make it.
Well, maybe I could call him, huh? Yeah, well, I'm going over to Donna's house to see about those clothes we bought in Singapore, okay?
Oh, where do I get the idea there's more to it than that? Yep. I didn't ask. I didn't ask. I didn't.
See you later.
Everything matches up perfectly. Every symbol, every code word, they all fit in.
Except for this one.
An apple with a snake around it. I have no idea who that could be.
Well, whoever he was like clockwork. Same day, same time, every week.
Yeah.
And look at the last day he was with Linda.
The day before she was murdered.
Interesting, isn't it?
Chad, I've got to find out who that symbol represents.
We both will.
I would really like it if you concentrated on finding the tape.
Look, I'll find the tape. But first I want to find out who set Billy up to rough me up.
Do you think they sent him to steal the tape?
No, I think he just took the tape to get some brownie points with his boss.
So they could watch home movies of me in bed with some John. Chad, they're going to use that to blackmail
Will
me.
you calm down? Now, some guy is meeting me here this afternoon, and I think he can help.
Who?
He's a pimp, but he's mentioned in the book. And I can use it as leverage in the event that he doesn't want to talk about the big boss.
It just gets worse and worse.
I'm taking care of everything, okay?
More and more people keep getting involved. What if the guy who has this tape finds out that I'm a cop? What if he sends it to headquarters?
Don't worry.
How can I not worry? If Adam sees this tape, he's going to hate me forever.
I want to help you find Tony.
Then hang on to that bracelet. Maybe you'll get an impression of some kind.
I keep trying to concentrate on Tony, but I keep thinking of women. Maybe they're the victims. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't want you wearing this tonight.
Oh, Jamie.
Listen, maybe if you left it here, you can come back with a refreshed, clear mind, okay?
It's a good idea.
Okay. But I want to keep it.
All right. Listen, we're going to have a great time tonight. We're going to have a wonderful dinner at Tops. And then afterwards, I've got something sort of special planned.
What?
Well, just never you mind, but you're going to love it.
I have to get changed first. I'll meet you at Tops later.
Okay. Would you please have a cop escort her?
It's already been taken care of. After that, though, she's your responsibility.
Don't you worry about that.
I do worry about that. Look, Jamie, the killer went after Dr. Glazer. He killed Greg. He'll go after a man if he gets in his way. Now, if he wants her, might mean you too.
Okay. Listen, Adam, I know we've had our differences, but we're both concerned about her safety. Let's keep that our primary goal, okay?
Always has been.
Right. Listen, I'll see you at Tops around 6.
Great.
You better get out of here.
I'm still thinking about the women. Or one woman. I don't know who she is.
Could she be one of the victims?
I guess so. I don't know. I'm just not getting it.
Wait a minute. Maybe she's not one of the victims. Maybe she's connected to the killer somehow.
Are you saying the killer might be a woman?
I know that sounds crazy, but let's just go with it for a minute. Look, suppose we're wrong about Tony. What if the killer is a woman disguised as a man?
It's a possibility, but I'm not sure.
No, it can't be. Look, all the women who survived the attacks described the killer as a man. He couldn't possibly be a woman.
Wait, I did say he was working with someone else. That he wasn't alone.
Maybe that person is a woman. Concentrate on that. A specific woman. Instincts have been very good up to now.
Nothing. I'm just getting a sensation, nothing more. I'll keep working on it.
But don't overdo it. Just relax. It'll come to you, huh?
I think we're onto something with this, Adam.
Maybe. Woman.
If Adam would leave you over something like this, he doesn't deserve to marry you anyway.
Something like this? some little thing like a videotape of me working as a hooker? If Adam finds out, of course he isn't going to marry me. I wouldn't expect him to.
Well, you shouldn't be marrying him in the first place.
John, are you going to use this tape against me?
I would never do that.
Wouldn't you?
MJ, I want you back. I want you so bad, but I would never do something like this to get you back. Someday you'll come to me on your own.
It's not going to happen.
Why are you running away from your feelings about me?
I don't want to talk about this, Chad. I just want to get that tape back.
You'll get it back. I made you a promise. I'm going to keep it.
Even if it means me marrying Adam?
Yes. Even if it means you getting your storybook wedding to your policeman. But you're not going to go through with it.
Yes, I am.
In church? With your whole family watching? And you pretending there's nothing wrong? I know you too well, MJ. You're too honest.
But if I destroy that tape, I can forget about that part of my life.
Can you forget about all you felt for me? Can you really live the rest of your life without ever seeing me again? Here's my man. Where's Billy?
Billy who?
The guy who collects for protection. The guy who roughed me up and took something I want.
How would I know?
Look, Ace, why don't you just start talking before I can make things real difficult for you?
You don't scare me, Rallo. You have no more power with the big boys.
On the contrary, buddy. I got more leverage now than I ever had. You remember Linda, don't you? Yeah. Think back, huh? Well, she's got a little diary she keeps with your name in it. And unless you'd like to make a quick visit to the Vice Squad boys, I suggest you start singing, partner.
Billy answers to a dude in Chicago called the agent.
Now we're getting somewhere. Now why don't you get your sorry butt out there and find out who this agent is and where I can meet him? Or else you're going to find yourself out of a job. We may be onto something.
I hope so. Chad, you have got to find this tape and destroy it before it destroys me.
Well, then, John, it would seem that we have not yet gotten to the heart of the matter.
Oh, why don't you just lighten up? I come out here to look around, and you make a federal offense out of it.
No, man, something's eating at you. I mean, what you come here for, anyway? Something about the past? Something bad happened here?
Had only good times here.
Well, then why don't you tell me? Just talk to me, John.
After 20 years, you still think you run the show, don't you?
John, any decisions I made were made for the good of the family.
Yeah, they were good decisions, too, Mike. Like changing the family name from Garrison.
Hey, look, Dad came to church drunk one more time. With another woman one more time. I wasn't going to take it anymore. I changed the name.
Well, Mike, I thought all you churchgoers were supposed to be forgiving.
Well, not for what he did to Mom. Not for leaving her with the farm. Not for leaving her with us and just taking off. You took off, too. Yeah, but I took off to work. I put a roof over her head and your head. And I came back.
Sure you did. You came back to have Mom legally change her name to Hudson, which meant I had no choice in the matter. I had to use the name, too.
Fine, look, change your name back to Garrison for all I care. Just don't lay a guilt trip on me. I mean, Dad was bad news, and you know that.
All I know is you tried to run everything since that day.
Man, I was the oldest brother.
Yeah, so no one else had any say in anything?
Hey, that's not true, John.
It is true. You're trying to do it right now. Dragging Mom into that mansion of yours, selling the farm to make a fine little profit.
Hey, man, you think I'm selling that farm to make a profit?
That's what you do everything for, isn't it? For money?
I made my money honestly, John. I earned it, and I gave Mom a good life. Look, John, nobody asked you to stay away for 20 years, all right? We all missed you. I came looking for you halfway around the world.
Why? So you could prove to everyone that once again Michael Hudson gets what he wants?
No, so that we could be a family again.
A family? You were never a family in the first place.
So what do you mean that we were never a family?
Just what I said.
But you and me and Mom, I mean, we were always close.
That's the way you remember it. I remember things differently.
Why don't you tell me then? How do you remember it?
All this loving family bull. You never loved anyone but yourself.
I can't believe you'd say that to me.
Believe it.
John, for 20 years, Mom held on to hope. I mean, I came looking for you.
Why didn't you just leave it alone? Why couldn't you have just left it alone? Those 20 years were the best I ever had.
What, just wandering around out all over the world by yourself?
Yes, by myself, without you looking over my shoulder. Why I ever came back here to get another dose of this place, I'll never know.
Well, you said you came back here to see Mom.
Yes, that's right. Now I've seen her.
Well, wait a minute. Tell me. No, there was something else.
What else?
I don't know. Why don't you tell me? I mean, what are you doing here today? I'll tell you what I think. I think you're here because this is your home. And this place, here are your roots. This place, John, it's still your life.
Not anymore, Mike. Not enough.
John? John!
You're Michael Hudson, are you?
Yes.
John? Is that your brother?
Yeah.
John Hudson? Should have known. He's a champ.
Why don't you go tell him that?
Thank you.
Oh, Felicia, I don't know. Maybe this isn't the right time to talk to John.
Honey, you can't keep putting this off.
I know, but what if he isn't...
What? John. All right. Now or never. Where are the clothes you wanted me to try on?
They're upstairs. No, please stay.
Honey, you can do this. Just remember, strong and subtle, all right? I'll be on upstairs, all right? Come on. Come on.
John, I'd like to talk to you.
Will I do for the moment?
What are you doing here? If I get any more impressions about a woman or anything...
Relax, okay? It'll come to you. I'm sure of it. I trust you. A woman.
Hi.
Hi. What's the matter?
Nothing. I could use a hug, though.
Jay. Look. Look. Don't trace the line. It will only scramble.
Oh, no, it's him.
If you annoy me, I may start to ramble. Interested in the rest of my story, connect me with Detective Corey. Finally, he wants to talk. Corey here. Who are you? I am the Sin Stalker.
Now the next part of Another World.
How do I know you're really the stalker? I'm a good boy. I eat my candy.
It's gotta be him.
I like your psychic. I wrote a poem to her. I'm on the computer, and you can't trace it, right?
Nobody outside the department knows about that.
Wait a minute. You must stop. You need help? We can help you find it. Where are you hiding?
Come on, Adam. You don't think he's going to tell us where he's hiding?
Maybe it'll keep him on the line long enough for him to make a mistake. Wait, look. Women are naughty, think about nothing but sex. You don't know where I'll strike next, but I do.
The line's dead. Boy, he thinks he's so clever.
Clever. Clever, but not infallible.
What do you mean?
Look. Look, he has a very specific way of writing.
Yeah, specific. It's sick.
No, it's the way he writes. When you type, you leave 2 spaces after a period.
Yeah, that's the way they teach you.
This guy must be self-taught then. Look, there's 1 space. All the way through.
You're right.
I want to see the rough drafts of all of Tony's columns, the things that he typed himself. I want to see typing samples from Peter, from Chad, from all of our suspects. Then I want to count. Okay? Oh, honey, I know you want to go home.
No, I don't. If you want to stay
Listen,
working,
it's all right.
I'll be right
Listen,
here
we'll get somebody else to find the typing samples. They can call me at home if they find something else. Smile. Listen, what do you think of my theory?
I think it's a long shot, but I think that we can't throw away any clue right now, no matter how small it is.
Could be doing this just to throw us off. I don't know. Doesn't matter. We're going to get a break in this case. I can just feel it.
I hope you're right.
Look, MJ, I know I haven't been easy these last couple months to live with. But I mean, we're going to find the stalker. And nothing is going to stand between us. Right?
Ready.
No, you're not.
What's wrong?
Your clothes.
This is perfect for the occasion.
Dinner at Tops?
Oh, did I say dinner at Tops?
Yes, you did.
Oh, I did. Well, I changed my mind.
Thanks for telling me.
I'm sorry, but I got this sudden inspiration. Remember when I said we're going to do something very special?
Yes, that's why I got all dressed up.
Well, it's going to be even more special now. We are going to dine under the stars, al fresco, on the sand.
Sand?
Right. And where do you find the sand?
In a sandbox?
How childish do you think I am? The beach, silly. The lake is beautiful this time of year.
We're going to the beach now?
Yes, and if we hurry, we can catch the sunset.
Won't it be cold?
Well, we can find a way to keep ourselves warm somehow. As we watch the moon rise above the lake, and its golden light glistening off the sailboats, and the only sound, the distant hooting of owls, and the gentle waves rolling silently on the shore. How does that sound?
I'm sold.
Great. Then get changed. I'll order the food.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Yeah, move on. We got a moon to catch.
I was merely paying a social call, Donna. Can't you be a little less brittle to a guest?
Not an uninvited one. Now say what you have to say and get out.
Hello, Reginald. I thought I recognized your voice.
Felicia, what a pleasant surprise. You look wonderful.
Thank you.
Your little trip to Singapore certainly put a glow in your cheeks.
Well, a trip can do that. You ought to take one yourself, actually.
Oh, I'm too busy here in Bay City, I'm afraid. Singapore. What an adventure it must have been. Searching for Michael's long-lost brother in the jungle. Tell me about it.
It was in all the papers. I'll send you the clippings.
How thrilled you and Michael must be to have John back in the family fold.
Yes, we are very happy, thank you.
Yes, your lives are complete now. Or will be when Vicky and Marley return.
You really do like to torment your daughter, don't you?
Felicia is a dear friend. I have nothing to hide from her.
No, only from your husband.
I think that's enough, Reginald, don't you?
Where is John?
Why?
Well, I'm interested in seeing him after all this time. How could he have survived all those years? Possibly on his memories?
Oh, I'm warning you. You stay away from John Hudson.
What about me?
Ah, John. We were just talking about old times. You must remember me. I'm Reginald Love.
Great. See ya.
No, don't leave just yet.
I'm in a hurry.
Well, certainly you can spare me a few minutes. You're the person I came here to see. It's been a long time, John.
So everyone keeps telling me.
It's big news when you come back from the dead. I should know. Well, that's another story. Yours is far more intriguing.
I don't have time for this.
What counts now is the future.
What are you talking about?
You!
What do you know about me?
Oh, you'd be surprised. The boy who helped win the regional basketball championships, who went off to fight for his country.
You wouldn't know the difference between a basketball and a hockey puck. And as far as war is concerned, well, there were a lot of big, dumb farm boys like me who got sold out by this country, who went off to fight a war so people like you could get rich off it. Well, a lot of those guys didn't come back. You saved your sympathy for them.
I only...
Save it! I got a plane to catch.
What?
I'm leaving.
Just what in the name of heaven are you doing here?
This has nothing to do with you, Michael.
Anything that goes on in this house has to do with me.
Fine, if you insist. I came to talk to your brother, John. I was just about to offer him a job.
You remember that Lisa is my best friend's niece.
I'll be a perfect gentleman, thank you very much.
Ooh, look at this. All this food. We'll never eat all this.
Oh, yes, you will.
What?
It's nothing. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. Well, not quite. No work tonight.
No, Jamie, I want to wear it. But I promise I will not even think about the stalker.
You heard her, Wallace. She promised. Okay, let's go then.
Okay.
I don't believe this. Ladies, your phone.
Yeah, right there.
Where is Felicia?
She went over to Donna Hudson's.
Well, when she gets back, would you tell her I went out with Jamie?
Yeah, sure will.
Don't tell me. You have to go to the hospital.
Oh, what if the psychic's wrong? I have to call some medication to the hospital. Just a minute.
Did Donna and Felicia go out to dinner?
Not me. All I know is Felicia said that they were going over to the Love Estate to look at some clothes from Singapore.
Is that the reason she gave?
Well, I didn't buy it either. You know, I think something's up with Donna Love.
Oh? I thought maybe Mitch was over there.
You know, that could be. You know, these days, I have a feeling that wherever Mitch goes, Felicia goes.
What are you doing?
Calling headquarters.
Stop it.
I want to make sure I left the computer on.
You did. I was there. What do you got for dinner?
And what if I get another message from the killer?
Well, I imagine you'll pick it up in the morning. How about pasta? It's nice and fast.
No,
And I got all...
MJ, you don't understand. I actually had a conversation with the killer.
Oh, congratulations, Adam. I'm thrilled for you. Maybe now we can have one.
I only knew where he's sending these messages from.
Well, if I find out first, I'm going to go there and I'm going to send you a message. And it's going to say, remember me?
I'm sorry. Sorry. Hey, what's wrong?
You never got that hug I asked for.
No, there's something wrong.
No, there's not.
Don't give me that perky little smile of yours. It's very pretty, but don't give me that smile. I saw you earlier.
What do you mean?
When you walked in the office. You looked very worried. You saw me look at you and you put on that big smile. It's the smile you always use when you're trying to hide something from me.
I'm not.
MJ, you have been jumpy for 2 or 3 days now.
No, I haven't.
I'm going to keep digging until you open up.
You know, we would have been married by now if...
If I hadn't postponed the wedding. I'm sorry, MJ. I didn't think it meant that much to you.
Adam, I have never felt about anybody the way I feel about you. You make me feel so special and complete. Nobody ever made me feel that way before.
You are special.
The only time I feel that way is when I'm around you. I don't know, maybe it's just an incredible weakness to need somebody so much.
Oh, it's the most natural thing in the world.
But I'm afraid, Adam. I'm really afraid I'm going to lose you, and I don't want to spend the rest of my life without you.
Look, I just postponed the wedding. It wasn't like I said I didn't love you.
Do you, Adam? Do you really love me? Because I really need to know the truth, no matter what it is. Do you love me? Or is there something you're scared of, too? You're still upset that I was with Chad that night, aren't you?
Just forget it.
No. Is that what's really been bothering you this whole time?
You should have told me sooner.
I know, and I said I'm sorry. What else can I do?
This whole business just really threw me for a loop. You have to understand that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know how much I hurt you.
It's a risk you take when you love somebody. But you have to trust the people that you love. So you're willing to take the risk. I love you, MJ. That has never changed.
I love you, too.
Why don't I get us something to drink? Sit down here on this couch. Stick those big cop feet of yours up and relax. I don't want to talk about anything more serious than who's got the remote control tonight. You understand me?
I get it. What if the guy who has this tape finds out that I'm a cop? What if he sends it to headquarters?
Don't worry.
How can I not worry? If Adam sees this tape, he's going to hate me forever.
How could you let Nancy slip away? Now she's gone for good. Another sinner who won't be stopped. And that woman who writes those filthy books, Felicia Gallant, she's asking for trouble. Dating 2 men. And who knows what she did with Mitch Blake. Oh, she went too far with him.
What did you say?
I'm offering you a job.
No, thanks. I clean latrines in boot camp.
Your experience merits a far more important position than janitor.
What is this? Be kind to crippled vets week? Let's get something straight. I don't want your sympathy. I sure as hell don't want to be your errand boy.
My brother is not working for you, Rich.
I'm not working for anybody, hotshot, so you can stuff it, too. I'm out of here.
John, wait.
Back off! All of you. Stay out of my life.
Well, what set him off? Not exactly the happy homecoming you were expecting, is it?
Reginald, I told you to stay away from my family.
Felicia? Donna? Sorry I interrupted
Just
you.
get out. Michael, is there any way we can see to it that he doesn't ever come back here?
Don, the security guards were supposed to make sure of that. How did he get in here anyway?
I don't know. When we arrived, he was already here.
Michael, what's the matter with John? Why is he leaving?
I don't know the real reason. He won't tell me.
Michael, maybe he doesn't want to stay.
Donna, if he goes, what's he gonna do? Wander the world? If I let him leave here, I'll never find out what's bothering him. I've got to get to the bottom of this. I gotta talk to him.
Listen to me. It's not going to solve anything to have John leave here.
I know, but you heard Michael. He's not going to give up on him until he finds the answer.
Maybe it's not what you think.
No, I don't think so.
Donna, you have to talk to John. You can't let him leave.
No, I don't know about that now. I mean, maybe it is best that we don't dredge up the past.
If you don't talk to him, it will be like living with a ghost that will haunt you for the rest of your life. You can't live like that.
This part of Another World was brought to you by Era Plus. Has the power to cut clean through many of your toughest stains. Era Plus, protein power to cut clean through.
Tonight, it's a laugh a minute when Golden Girl Estelle Getty guest stars on Roomies. Then see John Lithgow in his Emmy-winning performance that touched America's heart on Amazing Stories. Can a lonely man's love bring a beautiful doll to life on Amazing Stories, followed by an unforgettable 2-hour Miami Vice.
Is Louisiana making the grade in quality education? Reporter Len Cannon takes you back to basics tonight on News Center 6. Stay tuned now for Santa Barbara, next on WDSU TV 6.
This week on Days of Our Lives.